One of the biggest challenges my clients face is finding a balance between fitness and the rest of life, things like work, relationships, fun, hobbies, and it can be a difficult balance to strike. So today I'm going to give you some top tips to maximize this balance to make sure you have time for fitness and can accomplish what you want over here without sacrificing your life. A big thing I always want to remind people is that fitness should be able to fit into your life. Unless your goal is to be a bodybuilder, a powerlifter at the world level, you don't want to drop everything else in your life to pursue fitness. If you do that, it's going to A, be unsustainable, and B, you're going to regret it later. Yes, you can accomplish heaps if you go all in on fitness for a while, but it will come at the cost of other things. Because at the end of the day, we all have 24 hours in a day, right? Almost half of those we're asleep. We don't have infinite time, so we need to find a way to slot fitness into our life without disrupting the rest of it too much. So that's what I'm going to help you with today. My first tip to fitting fitness into the rest of your life is getting the most from the least. What do I mean by that? When it comes to fitness and achieving results, there are certain inputs required to get outputs. If balancing your time is an issue, we want to maximize the outputs from the inputs. That means that we want to get the most out of our time at the gym so that we can spend less time at the gym, more time doing the things we want to do and tending to the other aspects of life. So how do we do this? We'd be efficient with our workouts. You don't need to spend more than about 35 to 45 minutes at the gym. Some ways to help with this: dial down your rest times, do fewer warm-up sets, fewer exercises, but push them closer to failure. Get the most out of your workouts so that you don't have to stay there for as long. Picking a gym that's close to where you live is another one too, that dials back on time. Try to keep the socializing to a minimum at the gym. Basically do whatever you can to shorten the time that you're actually at the gym. Also, when it comes to bringing intensity to your workouts, if you're training hard, pushing to failure for the majority of your sets, you don't need to go to the gym 6 or 7 days a week. You can get by and get 80 to 90% of the results going 3 or 4 times a week. All of a sudden, we've just freed up an extra few days. So tip 1, get the most out of the least, maximize your outputs from the inputs. Tip 2 is finding extra time for the gym. Now, I know this might seem like a contradiction based on what I just said, but let me explain. What I mean is, going to the gym is going to be super effective if you can build up that consistency. It's one of those things in life where if you go once, you won't see any difference. But if you go once over and over again for 3 months, you're going to see a huge difference. That's why I always recommend people find a consistent time to go to the gym every single day. Let's say you wake up at 6, go to the gym at 6:30 every day. The beautiful thing about this is, if you allocate and find an extra little bit of time to go to the gym, the people in your life are going to become used to you training at that time. So let's say instead of waking up at 8 o'clock, you now wake up at 6 o'clock and you go to the gym at 6:30. The people around you have not lost any time with you because they're used to you waking up at 8 o'clock. You have got a nice consistent training schedule. Every day at 6:30 you're there. You're not going to miss it because it's every day. Nothing changes. Whether you're busy that day, whether you're not. The first thing you do is 6:30 workout. You've created a bit of extra time and you filled it with the gym. So you took your existing time schedule of your life, added in an extra hour and a half in the mornings and put the gym in that time. Now, does this mean you're going to possibly lose an hour or 2 extra sleep at nighttime? Maybe. Or you go to bed slightly earlier. I will argue that there's not much that happens between the hours of about 9 and 11. You either go to sleep at 9, you go to sleep at 11, nothing really changes. Yeah, you spend some more time with your partner maybe, but you're still going to spend that time with your partner, you'll just be asleep with them. It's the same thing. So finding some extra time and allocating the gym to it works really, really well. Now, if you can't find this extra hour and your partner's upset, for example, or your family's upset, find a way to bring them with you. My gym, for example, we're quite family friendly. If people have their kids with them, there's a place for them to sit. It's like a little play area almost. If you've just got a partner, bring your partner with you. Couple workouts are fun. Don't knock it till you try it. And if spending quality time with you is what your partner is really longing for, when you offer to bring them somewhere that you love, like the gym, they're gonna really appreciate that and they'll see that you're making an effort. So if you can't find any extra time, bring your responsibilities and your people with you. You're only at the gym for 35 to 45 minutes. Maybe you make that 35 to 45 minutes of like a date, you know? The fourth technique can be very, very effective if you are open and honest about what you want from life with the people in your life. The difficulty a lot of clients face when they come to me is they want to undergo transformation. And undergoing transformations typically means making big lifestyle switches. If you have people already in your life, which all of you will, and you start to undergo a big lifestyle switch, this is gonna feel jarring for the people already in your life because you used to, let's say, just chill at home after work, but now you go to the gym. It's a big shift. The way to get around that is to have an open and honest conversation, I know it sounds crazy, with the people you love and tell them you wanna change. And the way for you to change is to start going to the gym. Tell them how positive the change is gonna be and tell them how it's gonna affect them positively. Because if you're in better shape, your mood's gonna be better, you can look after them better, you'll be more fun to be around. If you do a good job of communicating why you wanna make the lifestyle change to the people that are gonna notice, not only are they gonna be okay with it, they're gonna support it. Hell, they might even join in with you. If you tell your partner, look, I just don't have enough energy for the kids, I feel out of shape, I'm disappointed in myself, but I'm gonna start going to the gym 3 hours a week. And those 3 hours a week are gonna greatly improve my mood. I'm gonna be able to play with the kids, I'm gonna have more stamina for you. Overall, I'm gonna be a better guy. If your partner isn't on board with that, I'm sorry, but they're not a very good partner. I know that sounds harsh, but if you're actively trying to better yourself and you share this with your partner, they are gonna be on board. So open, honest communication with the people around you helps a lot. I know it's a tricky conversation to have, but if you come at it from the perspective of, I'm doing this for you, which you are, then it can't really go wrong. My fifth and final tip when it comes to fitting fitness into your life and having that nice balance between the two is don't go all or nothing. I know that sounds crazy. I know what you want to do is really dive in, get crazy results and maintain them for the rest of your life. But the tricky thing about that is if you go too extreme, most people will quit. I have a lot of experience in the industry and I'll tell you that the people that go all out, yes, they may accomplish results in the short term, but in the long term, it doesn't fit with their life because they're too extreme and then they quit and all those results walk out the fucking door. That's why I gave you tip number one, get the most output from the least input. Because if you're doing minimal input but getting good output, that's sustainable. You're gonna be able to keep that going. If you go all or nothing with heavy inputs, I'm at the gym every day, I'm doing cardio twice a day, I've cut my diet, I'm on 1500 calories. Yes, you'll lose weight and you'll get in better shape, but can you really sustain that for the rest of your life? Because the thing with fitness is it's not a one-time thing. It's not a 3-month transformation. It's not 90 days. You make this choice to better yourself forever. Yes, it's about losing the weight right now or building the muscle right now, but do you want to do that right now and then just revert back to it afterwards? No. So you need to make a choice and you need to make sustainable lifestyle changes. If it feels too extreme, possibly it is. It's tricky though, right? Because when you start seeing those results, it's addictive and you think more input means more output. That's what I want. I've lost 5 kilos, I want to lose 15 kilos. And that's good. I'm glad you're getting motivated. I'm glad you're building that discipline. Just make sure that it's sustainable in the long term, because otherwise those results are going to come, they're going to go, and you're going to yo-yo. It's what I see all the time, yo-yoing in weight. I'm losing weight, great. I'll ease off the gas a little bit. Back up, back down, back up, back down, back up. It's exhausting, not only for them, but also for me as the trainer. So find a way to make fitness sustainable and repeatable for the rest of your life, because it is a lifestyle change. There you have it, 5 easy tips to balance the rest of your life and fitness. Hopefully now you feel more equipped to do so. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. If you want more videos like this, subscribe and make one every single day. I'll see you in the next one.